We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
11.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, this would be one heck of a record if he makes this. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out.
I am well aware that our job is to call a game objectively, but let's be honest. I was sitting here about to scream out, watch the fake, watch the fake. Look where they lined up to kick that one.
Exactly. Everybody in the stadium knew. They're kicking it from their own side of the field. Everyone knew they weren't going to kick it. Yeah, that one was doomed from the start.
No one succeeds except for absolutely perfect execution. That one had no chance.
They get it to him running left. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tackle roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. A nice little juke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Brees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, stash.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding room to the 20. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy. Ready. We waiting.
Here's Breeze. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Hang in there now.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Black, come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Long in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Kill!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. 5-4. Ready. We're waiting. 58 to Mike.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, get set. 5 down. Stand up in. Hey, easy. 25, check 25. Ready for set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Yes. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Wide, get wide. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. In for the score. And the Eagles had And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up.
Here we go.
This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Merlin! White 20!
Here's the first carry down for Todd Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Dula!
Now Goff on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good. Good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Not my house, baby! Not my house! Not my house! DC! We go, Salah! 180!
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Oh, I got him!
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. 180.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was the passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Johnny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing his Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, great 15, great 15. Gold, gold. Hey, stash. Black.
26, Mike. 20.
Please.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here
great
now,
15,
3rd and 2. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Come on now.
And how about the call here?
Go.
They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go
82,
for it.
82. Black, come on. Lion.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it.
On the ball.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Black, come on.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Black.
Hey, 4 down.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situations?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants back in what was it, 19...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out a Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
For Tokyo!
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25,
Super.
2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
You got him.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Five.
Hey.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Jester.
Now a drive. Goff gives to Gurley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
We go, son.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Black.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Great 15.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Fights loose. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Key the tight end.
Black, come on. 82.
Into the red zone, Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Great 15.
4 down.
Black, come on.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this is Ertz with it, right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now Wentz. And it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
81, 81.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Just going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Early again here on 1st down. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right. Come on now. 11. 11.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sack, baby. Sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
12. Dot. White 20. 11. 11.
From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece. And instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game. Because you know sibling rivalries,
81.
one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zerline 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44,
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though, do you?
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Run. 81, 81.
From the red zone now, Wentz. A quick throw, but incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
This complete left side to Aguilar. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the...
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
We go slot.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Not 180.
From the 50, it's gone. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Haloti Ngata coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
3 down. Hey,
A shotgun snap for Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, watch 11, watch 11. Hey, we got tight right, tight right.
They'll look to throw.
Hey, check 24.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's able to get it back here to the... the 43-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again they run with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Shell.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Hey.
What? White 20.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
He's got daylight. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Wentz will keep it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Great.
Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field.